Alan, you missed work for a month.
What? I've been well. I've been working every day this past entire month.
Trouble Busters!
It's been a while since I've been at my desk, and it feels as cozy as being back home at my parents' house.
Hey, Alan, Mr. Mason is calling for you.
Huh?
You better hurry. You don't want to make him more mad.
More mad? What did I ever do? Can I help you with anything?
Alan, you missed work for a month.
Huh?
And it was never approved. What happened?
I'm not sure what you're talking about. My name is Alan. I recently got transferred to the sales department. I typically go straight home after visiting my clients, and I had no idea this was going on.
Is everything okay with you? You do look well.
I've been well. I've been working every day this past entire month.
Huh? Your time card is this one, right?
What? That's not mine.
But it has your name on it.
It seems so, but this one's actually mine.
But that one is handwritten.
Yes, I've been going directly to my clients' offices and going straight back home.
I know our company may not be too tech-savvy, but we start allowing a time card like this, some associates can start taking advantage of it.
Oh my God! Are you saying that I'm one of those people?
No, that's not what I'm trying to say, but as a manager, I also need to listen to what Cody was telling me too.
Mr. Mason, have you decided on what to do with Alan?
Oh, Cody.
Look, Alan seems like he's been working the entire month.
Don't let him fool you. He's been making me punch his time card every day. He was making me his accomplice.
What? Cody was hired around the time I was hired. He sometimes tries to trick me into sticky situations to bring me down. I was so happy that I wouldn't have to work with him since I was transferred to the sales department, but I had no idea he was trying to do this to me.
He told me to just tell you that he's been working, but I couldn't keep lying to you.
Mr. Mason, don't tell me you trust him.
He's taking advantage of the fact that I'm being nice to him since we were hired around the same time.
I'm sure Mr. Mason would notice that Cody is telling a lie. Wait, is he really doubting me?
It's true that no one has seen you around the office for the last entire month, Alan. I never thought you would do anything like this.
Sir, I've really been working. I've also been communicating about this by email, too.
Email? What email?
See? I knew it.
That's not possible. See? I've been sending you emails every day.
I see. But then, I never received those emails. I've been getting emails from other team members, so it's strange that I never got any of your emails.
That's right.
But,
besides, emails can always be forged. He could just write a draft and keep it saved. And if he gets in trouble, he could blame the system. Shame on you, Alan.
No! You don't even know what you're talking about. What are you smirking about anyways? Just cut it out.
See? He's being so arrogant. Everyone listen to this guy. He kept threatening me like this, and I couldn't resist.
Cut it out. I'm not being arrogant.
Alan, calm down.
But Mr. Mason, this is a false allegation.
I don't want to be accusing you, but I also don't have any evidence to prove that it's a false allegation. I can't possibly ignore the fact that Cody seems to be so concerned too. I have to come up with a decision.
But sir! It's so obvious that Cody is telling a lie. But not only is Mr. Mason doubting me, but everyone else is starting to wonder if I'd really been working the past month. I finally got transferred to the sales department, but not to be treated this way.
If that's the route you're taking.
Understood.
Oh, are you finally admitting it? Everyone's been waiting for this moment, so make sure you take the right action.
You're saying that as long as I can prove that I've been working, I'm not in trouble, right?
That's right, I do need to hear your side of this story, too.
No need to do so. Just let him talk to himself on our roof or something. He'll just waste your time by making nonsense excuses. Alan, how dare you? You should just admit what you've done. It's not too late yet.
I'm not making excuses, I just wanted to confirm some facts.
Confirm some facts? The only fact is that you haven't been working, and that's all. Hey, who are you calling, huh?
Can you just be quiet, Cody? You're being rude.
Huh?
Thank you so much for taking my call. This is Alan from Trubbis Commercial Company. Thank you so much for sparing your time to see me the other day.
What? He's calling his client.
My boss, Mason, would love to speak with you regarding what we discussed the other day. Yes, thank you so much. Mr. Mason, this is Mr. Cassidy, our client.
Oh, did it go well the other day?
What? Was that Mr. Cassidy from the Cassidy Pharmaceutical Company?
This is Mason. Thank you so much for taking our call.
Has he been doing well in the sales department?
Cody, I'm sure you never even thought that I could use my client to have me support what I'm saying, huh?
Oh!
You probably thought that I've been struggling since I got transferred to the sales department, but then Mr. Cassidy seemed to be quite fond of me and our company. And by connecting him with our boss, I was able to naturally prove that I've been working. And you can't keep making a big scene when Mr. Mason is on the phone with his client because it'll only become an action against yourself. I know you don't like me. I've been letting everything you've done to me up until now go just because you're my colleague. But I'm not letting you get away after trying to bring me down so badly. I'm not letting you get away with this. Trouble Busters!
Yes, we look forward to working with you closely as well. Thank you so much. Bye now. Oh, Alan, you did so well to get this contract going.
Oh, thank you so much. Do you now see that I have been working?
Of course I do. Mr. Cassidy is known to be a difficult person in our industry. I never thought he'd sound so friendly. He seemed to be quite fond of you, and I can tell that you wouldn't have been able to earn his trust by just seeing him once or twice.
Well, I'm glad you trust me now.
But now, this is going to contradict what Cody has been telling me.
Yikes!
Earlier, you told me that Alan had threatened you to help him slack off from his job, right? But now that I saw that Alan has been working, I'm starting to wonder if you were telling me a lie.
Yikes!
Things are getting obvious now.
But hold on! I was really forced to punch his time card! I came to work earlier than everyone else just so I could help him make his alibi, and I left work after everyone else was gone!
But we already proved that I've been working. You can't keep talking about that.
Shut up! Even if you were working, you were making me tamper with your time card. And even about what you proved just now, we still can't tell if you're telling the truth.
What? But we even had our client tell us.
But all we know is that it was someone that you just gave a call right now. Who knows if you had someone act as if they were Mr. Cassidy just to help you out?
If that was true, how far am I going just to slack off from work?
Mr. Mason, don't let him fool you. He's always been like this.
How dare you say that when you're the one who's trying to fool him? Oh, Mr. Mason, you can't possibly believe what he's telling you. Isn't it obvious that Cody is lying to you?
I agree with you, 99%. Cody seemed to be acting a little strange earlier. But I also don't want to think that either of you is lying.
It's true that not many people in this company know about Cody's sticky personality. Cody seems like he'd do whatever it takes to bring me down. I'm sure he acts like a hero in front of others.
I would never tell a lie like this. I was scared to be called a snitch, but I still decided to do the right thing for this company. Please kindly understand.
Kindly understand. This conversation isn't going anywhere if we keep letting him talk like this. Mr. Mason seems like he doesn't want to be accusing either of us. So now it's time for Plan B. Understood. Let's go back to the subject. We're talking about whether I have been forcing Cody to punch my time card, correct?
I guess that's right.
It's impossible for me to do so. Earlier, I mentioned that I've been letting you know about my intent to go straight to the clients, then straight back home via email, right? Even if those emails never reached you, I was under the assumption that you would have received my communication, and I planned on submitting my own time card today, since it's due. This means that there wouldn't have been a reason or necessity for me to be asking Cody to punch my time card for me.
But that's only if you weren't slacking from work, right? I was threatened to help you so you could slack off.
That only makes it more unnecessary for me to be presenting my proof from earlier then. Even if I didn't do anything about it, I could have proven that the time card that you presented earlier shows that I've been working.
But knowing how clever you are, you wanted to have a backup plan in case I ended up telling on you. That way you could make up a story that I forged your time card on my own without you telling me to do so.
It's true that I believe you forged it on your own.
And also, in case I decided to destroy the forged time card too, you would lose all records that you've manipulated to make yourself look like you were working. That's why you had to make one on your own as a safety net.
You know you're not making any sense, right?
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Liars tend to try to talk about multiple plans in case the other lie ends up being revealed. There's just no point in spending so much time and effort to get you involved in this if what you were saying is true. Besides, it's impossible for me to manipulate a time card on my own.
Huh? Why not?
Because I wasn't even at the company. Earlier this month, I asked Melanie from General Affairs to give me a blank time card. And then I've been going straight to my clients' offices every day. There's no way I could have received a new card or even manipulated the time card.
You're exaggerating. Even if you were busy going around to your clients' offices, I'm sure you had at least some chances to come to the company.
If that's what you're going to argue about, you should tell that to the company for having so many clients for so little number of sales reps.
I'm sorry.
This means that since you're always at the office, it's so much easier for you to be forging a time card.
Are you saying that I stole a time card from the inventory? Why would I do that?
So you could trick me into this situation.
That's not possible. Besides, each employee gets one time card, and it's impossible for anyone to have more than one. Besides, General Affairs are the only people who know where the blank time cards are kept.
Which makes it impossible for me to have an extra copy, too.
Maybe you threatened them or something to get an extra copy.
I'm not like you.
Anyways, it's impossible for me to do anything like that. Mr. Mason, I don't know how this guy did this, but...
Oh!
What's the matter?
I remember now. Didn't you lose your time card earlier this month? Melanie told me that she gave you an extra copy because she had to.
Oh, so that's how you got an extra copy of the blank time card.
That's not true! I really lost mine! Besides, this doesn't make you innocent!
It does!
Huh?
Mr. Mason, please take a look at this.
What are you trying to do now? Oh, wait!
This is a picture of my time card that I took when I was at my client's office earlier this month.
Why did you even take a photo of that?
I never got a response from Mr. Mason after I emailed him, so I wanted to make sure I kept a photo of this so I could prove that I was working. Aside from all the daily reports that I've been making when I worked, I also made sure I took a photo of my time card at my client's offices.
Oh, damn it! He's been taking photos before he left those offices!
This does tell me that you've been working.
But doesn't it make you wonder why there's an extra time card? If I was telling Cody to punch my time card, there's no reason for me to do this.
He's lying! Maybe he's forging these photos too!
But look at the time and place where the photos were taken.
I'm sure you could manipulate that with some apps.
Just admit it already. I know you were trying to trick me.
There's no reason for me to continue accusing Alan at this point. Cody, did you do this on your own?
No, I was really threatened.
Stop lying.
Cody, this is going to be a problem. You've always worked hard, so I wanted to believe that this must have been a mistake.
Just give up already. You can't trick me into this situation at this point.
Oh no, this is bad. I never thought Alan would be so ready to protect himself. I need to make the right move to protect myself too. Just think. Oh, I know. Everyone, please don't forget about this important fact.
What is it?
The emails! Wasn't he obligated to let his direct supervisor know if he was going straight to the client's office before he went straight back home?
That's true, but
I already said I've been sending emails every day.
But Mr. Mason never got any of your emails. This means that you failed to fulfill your obligation. That's a fact that we can't change here. Mr. Mason didn't get your emails.
That's also true.
Doesn't it make you wonder why Alan had an issue with his emails? It's because he wanted to file a complaint against this company.
What? Oh, boy.
Mr. Mason, you can't let him keep fooling you.
Oh, I'm sorry, but this is very confusing.
I'll admit that I forged Alan's time card, but I did that because Alan was trying to sue the company for a failed system so he could get some money out of this situation. You're crazy! How far are you getting yourself into this?
Shut up, Alan! Mr. Mason, I'm sorry I acted as if I was deceiving you, but then I had to do all of this because Alan was bossing me around to do so.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Mason seems like he doesn't know what to even think.
Ha! Nice try, Alan. You thought I'd obey whatever you say, huh? You should regret the fact that you tried to fight this company just to slack off.
I'm borrowing your computer.
Hey, listen to me.
I knew it.
What's the matter?
I checked the settings in your email account. It looks like your account blocked emails from me.
What?
Oh no! Hey, stop touching Mr. Mason's computer!
You stay there. I know exactly what's going on now.
What's going on?
When Cody was making a huge scene earlier, I tried sending an empty email to you, Mr. Mason, and then I checked your computer right after, but
The email wasn't received, huh?
so that's why I decided to check the settings on your email account just to find out that my email address had been blocked.
What? But I never blocked you. I didn't even know I could block certain people's emails. I'm not very good with those things.
I understand, and this only means
That someone had used my computer to block you?
that's right, and with all that said, there's one suspect. I can't believe you'd come this far just to get me in trouble. This is way too much.
And I'm finally certain that you did this.
No, that's not true.
It's true.
That's not possible! I would never touch your computer without your consent. Besides, there's no proof. You can't accuse me like this.
How dare you say that after all that you said?
I'm telling you, if you don't have any evidence that can prove that I blocked you on Mr. Mason's email, you can't accuse me. It could have been anyone who works in this office.
There's proof.
What?
I had this just for security purposes and never wished I'd have to use it to find out who the culprit was.
Mr. Mason?
Melanie, can you help me find footage from a month ago?
Footage?
I'm a manager for this department, and there is a lot of classified information on my computer. And it wouldn't be okay if any of the contents in my computer ended up leaking out to the public view. So I made sure that a security camera would keep an eye on this computer whenever I was away from it, in case anything happened.
I guess Mr. Mason is always at the office during the day, and it's very sketchy for anyone to be touching his computer whenever he's stepped away or off. And who knows, anyone might show up early at work in the morning. I'm sure the culprit must have done it during nighttime.
Cody, didn't you say earlier that you've been coming to the office earlier than anyone, and also leaving after everyone was gone? Oh my God.
It seems like the video is ready to be played.
And this will make things clear.
Wait, hold on!
Oh my God, he's right there!
No!
I knew it was you.
Oh, that was just, my twin brother?
Then he's trespassing.
Cody,
Yes?
I've always wanted to trust you, not to find out that this was what you've done. You'll be facing your consequences.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I really am. I just did it out of impulse. I never had bad intentions. I'm so sorry.
Cody, since when were you plotting this?
Huh?
I know it wasn't easy for you to figure out what Mr. Mason's password was to get through security. How much time did you spend just to trick me into this situation?
I've always wanted to be in the sales department. It's the most heroic department in any company. It's been 6 years since I started working for this company, and I thought I was finally getting transferred. But then you ended up getting that position when I hated you the most out of anyone else. I've always wanted to bring you down, and it just happened that this was when I decided to take action.
I had a feeling that the two of you weren't getting along well. If only you used your research skills, your action-oriented mentality, and your acting skills that could deceive almost anyone for something productive at work. I had high hopes for you.
I'll leave it up to you in terms of what to do with Cody. Hey, Cody, I wished I got to work with you a little better in a more productive way.
I was just jealous. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, that was close, but it seems like everyone is being emotional now. All I need to do is just keep crying until they're gone. But that bastard is just so annoying. I need to think about what to do to him after this.
Oh, by the way,
What is it? I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make this right.
I'm going to be filing a lawsuit against you, so you better be ready.
Oh, wait, what?
What did you think? You were making so many false statements about me so loudly to make everyone hear you? That's defamation!
And just so you know, you're at the lowest rating among the management team because of this incident. So be ready.
Oh, no!
After this incident, I made sure I filed a lawsuit against Cody just as I said. Cody ended up resigning from the company to see if he could get a sales job at another company. But rumors spread quickly, and with his poor reputation, he wasn't able to find a new job.
Oh no!
As for me, I was quite successful with the contract that I was able to get with Mr. Cassidy from Cassidy Farm. I feel like I have a promising future with the company. And I've only earned this because I'm always honest with myself and others. Trouble Busters.
Spending $4,000 a month on my credit card is way too much, Helen!
I really don't know anything about a credit card.
Huh?
Trouble Busters!
My name is Helen. I'm back home for the summer since my college is on summer break. But my mother is acting a bit strangely. Maybe you might as well go back to your place. Huh? Might as well? Well, if that's how you'll say this, I might as well tell you that it's been a while since I've been home. But you're just lying on the couch, lazy every day, when you're back here. Lazy? What are you talking about? I do laundry, I cook, I clean the house. I even do DIY stuff around the house. I've been doing so much for you guys every day. We've got too used to not having you around, so it feels weird that you're here. I'm going back tomorrow, so why can't I just stay one more?
Helen, don't you have something to say to me first and foremost?
Hey, Dad. Mom's been telling me to get out of this house.
Spending $4,000 a month on my credit card is way too much, Helen!
$4,000? What the heck? It's okay, honey. I'm sure Helen only spends on her necessities, too.
But there's a limit! She already spent a total of $100,000!
She could spend that much, right? At this rate? Wait, Dad, Helen, it's not a big deal. Just tell your father that you'll watch out moving forward and everything will be okay.
Before you say that, you owe me an apology! I knew I should have never handed you my credit card!
A credit card? What? Let's not do this. Helen just apologized to your father. But I never got a credit card. Don't make me mad, Helen. I'm going to be mad before your father ends up getting mad. What are you guys getting mad at me for? Let me talk to Dad about this. Your father is upset with you about the credit card that he handed you, remember? But I never got a credit card. It's okay. You need to stop lying, okay?
Your mother is right. I never agreed to pay a single penny for you to be partying every night.
See, Dad is very upset about this. Just tell him that you won't spend on partying anymore and that you're sorry. But I really don't know anything about a credit card. That's what you want to believe. Believe?
A credit card doesn't make money.
I said that I have no idea what credit card you're talking about. It's okay. That's why you have a job, right? And it's because you felt sorry, right? I didn't get a job because I felt sorry. I needed a job to support myself. Just shut up, Helen. Why don't you go to another room? What? Why? I'll make sure I protect you. So why don't you go back to your place, right? Now go. I can tell that Mom knows something. I have no idea what credit card Dad is talking about, nor the $4,000 that's been spent with that card. And there's no way I'm going to take this blame. I am not letting her get away with this. Trouble Busters! Read my text.
Huh?
Honey, you need to delete it without reading it. I'm sure she's only going to make you even more upset. Dad, I never received the credit card that you're talking about. I think Mom is the culprit to this.
What do you mean by that?
I don't mind apologizing if I ever did something wrong, but I'll tell you that I never did anything wrong if I know I never did. What's wrong with that?
I don't know what to say to you. We even have evidence that you spent that money.
What? Excuse me?
Look at this! I wonder if you're still going to tell me that you don't know anything after seeing this!
Oh my God. Those are all expensive purses from high brands. Helen, you can never get away with things that you've done. No, these weren't my purchases. Oh, Helen, you need to stop thinking that you'd get away with those lies. I mean, none of those items are things that anyone in my age group would buy.
You're not getting away with that excuse.
No, the brands I like are the ones that are more fit for active sports. My favorite brand is Torth Face, which is a brand that a lot of hikers tend to use.
Torth Face, but that brand isn't really about anything cute or pretty like most girls want.
I don't care about looking cute or pretty. I'd rather buy purses and bags from a brand that makes something sturdy and useful. And I guess most girls don't really understand that. You're so clever. What? You knew that Dad would talk to you about this, so that's why you were ready to argue back with those lies. That's not true. You liar, since we would know exactly where you've been spending the money when we take a look at the credit card statement. I'm sure you've been shopping for those high brand items so you could sell them and make some cash. I would never do that, and besides, I still don't have any idea what credit card you guys are talking about. You're so sly. You've been purchasing those purses from high brands that I like so you can place the blame on me. Sly? What are you talking about? Weren't you the one who made those purchases, Mom? How would I even be able to do that when I gave you the credit card? No, Mom, it was you. I know this because I never received that credit card that Dad was supposed to give to me.
I'm getting a little confused now.
Those brands on the credit card statement are all brands that older women tend to shop at. It had to be Mom.
Ellen, where are you going?
I'm going to look for the evidence. I'm sure a few of those purses must be inside the closet. Huh? What the heck? I'm not the culprit. You can't accuse me like that. Ugh, Mom, maybe you've been selling those purses to make some cash. No, you're the one who's been doing that.
But this could be either of you.
But Dad, it wasn't me. Why don't we take a look at which store locations the purchases were made?
Okay, I guess we could do that.
Oh, that's true. Wait, that's not going to prove anything. If Mom had plotted this, I'm sure she would have shopped around near my college.
You're thinking too much. It takes over an hour to get to your place near your school from this house. She wouldn't go that far.
Honey, you're right. You're completely right about that. I don't agree. If she could place the blame on me by just spending an hour, I'm sure she would do it. You just don't want to admit what you've done, huh? You keep digging yourself a deeper hole, Helen.
As we thought, the location that these purchases were made from are all near Helen's school.
Of course it is. I'm sure Mom plotted everything. Stop making those excuses. You should just admit to what you've done.
Helen, tell me the truth.
I didn't do it. And how many times do I need to tell you that I never got the credit card?
I mean, I want to believe that you're telling the truth, but if you're lying, I'm no longer going to support you going to college.
What? Oh, I tried to help you out, and look what you've done to yourself. Not only were you trying to hide about your spending, but you're also trying to blame me for this. How dare you? But I really didn't do this. If you're going to admit to it right now, I'm willing to talk to him so he'll forgive you. What do you want to do? Why am I getting cornered like this? This is like being threatened that if I don't take the blame, I'd end up in prison when I'm actually innocent. I never did any of this. Since I couldn't find any of the purses, I'm sure she's been selling them away to make some cash. But I can't prove it. She's being so careful to a point where she's making those purchases near my school. I wouldn't even assume that she'd have any cash or the credit card in her purse. And it'll be way too challenging for me to find a hidden credit card. Just admit it, Helen. Mom, one day you'll face your consequences if you keep doing something like this. How dare you talk to me like that? I don't know what to tell you.
Let me go see what that is.
I'm sure you've been partying every night just because there's no one to watch over you. That's not true.
Oh my God, you're kidding me!
Huh? What happened? Honey, is everything okay?
This product has been returned by the Cindy.
Yikes! Oh my God, that's the Louis Vuitton purse.
Cindy, do you have anything to say about this? The box shows that you were the sender.
Oh, honey, don't let her deceive you. Helen's trying to trick us into this.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sure she wrote my name on the box just in case something like this happened.
But that doesn't make sense, does it?
If I suspected that the product might have returned, why wouldn't I just have it shipped back to my place instead of this house?
That's true. It only makes it risky that we'd find out if she gets it shipped to this house.
And that's exactly why Helen wrote my name and our address. Besides, doesn't this handwriting look like Mom's handwriting, not mine?
I agree. It doesn't look like your writing, Helen.
I mean, that too. I know you're trying to do whatever it takes to blame this on me, but I'm right-handed. The person who wrote these letters on the box had to be left-handed, so it's clear that it wasn't me. Ugh. I guess you let your guard down. I'm sure you used some website that lets you sell these products for a higher price than some pawn shops on the streets. But since clients would be conducting business amongst each other through these websites, there are different scenarios where there might be returned products too. Even if you would explicitly state that you don't accept cancellations, some people won't care and just return the product. Oh. If only you went to a pawn shop, even if it would have been for less cash, you wouldn't have had to take the risk of having the product returned to you at our front door right when we were talking about this.
I see exactly what's going on now, and if I check out the credentials on the bank information that's provided right here, I would be able to get to the bottom of the person who purchased this purse using my credit card.
I don't think Mom would have a bank account for you to get to the bottom of this. I'm sure it's going to be one of the online banks. Wait, Helen? Dad, you have to look into this. I'm sure Mom never expected this to happen, so the password has to be either her birthday, your birthday, my birthday, or your wedding anniversary.
Got it. So any of those passwords that Mom would use for her accounts...
No, don't do this. Stop it.
So you were the culprit.
That account was under your name. You can't make any more excuses. What? Why are you looking at me like that? You can't get mad at me for this.
You used $4,000 a month for 3 months for a total of $12,000. And $11,700 of that cash was sent to that online bank account, while the cash was getting withdrawn each time there was a deposit. Where did all that money go?
I just went out to have some fun with my friends. I'm sorry. My friends tend to spend a lot, and I couldn't resist the peer pressure.
What exactly did you spend the money on?
Different stuff, like food, spa, and other stuff.
But you've spent way too much for just food and spa. Are you sure this was just some money you spent with some friends?
I'm afraid to suspect that she's cheating on you, Dad, and she's been spending the money on some guy she's having an affair with.
What? Oh my God!
No, that's not true, I swear. You swear? Really? Of course, I love your father from the bottom of my heart. I noticed something strange when I opened your closet earlier.
Something strange?
There's nothing strange. There is. I'm sure you think you covered it up so we wouldn't notice, but I saw some fancy dresses inside the closet. Oh, shut up. What's wrong with me wearing some fancy dresses? I don't mind whatever you wear as long as you're choosing to wear it for Dad. But have you been going out with Dad wearing these dresses?
I've never seen those dresses.
I was planning on wearing those dresses when I go out with your father moving forward.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure. Now that Helen moved out of our house, I thought we should cheer each other up by going out to have some fun time together. Can you show me your cell phone then? Of course I can. Here.
I'm not finding anything strange.
I swear, you're my one and only, honey. I wanted to surprise you by becoming beautiful again, and that's why I ended up deceiving Helen like this, too. And how sad that Helen wouldn't understand how I feel, even though she's another woman just like myself. Huh? What makes you think you deserve to talk about me like that when you're a thief?
Helen is right. If the credit card didn't belong to your family, what you have done is considered theft, and you would have been considered a criminal. I understand how you feel, but you should have talked to me about this. You even tried to blame our daughter for using the credit card. What a shameful parent you are.
You're right. Now let's forgive and forget. You're not in any position to say that. Why are you forgiving yourself before we even forgive you? You're unbelievable. I mean, Helen, you're leaving today, aren't you? That's why. I told you earlier that I am leaving tomorrow.
Why do you keep trying to send Helen back like that?
You're acting as if you ran into someone who used to bully you back when you were in high school or something. I am your daughter. Either way, you're leaving tomorrow, so let's just forget about what happened with the credit card.
I said you're not in control here, and stop forgiving yourself before others forgive you. I don't know what to tell you at this point.
And I'm still accusing you of cheating on Dad. How dare you say that? I would never do anything like that. If you're accusing me so much, you can check my phone. I don't think I'm going to find anything on your phone. That's right, because there isn't anything for me to hide from you. You're so thorough with what you do. You even had a separate bank account online. What do you mean? I'm sure you have another phone. Why would you say that? Why would I say that? Your response isn't even making any sense. Well, that's because you're not making any sense, Helen. You're acting strange. I know you have another phone.
But I'm not sure if we could find the phone if she's hiding it from us.
I'm sure we could find it, Dad. Wait, stop. I don't have another cell phone. I actually think I might know where she's hiding it. Wait, Helen, oh honey.
You said there's nothing for you to hide, so you wouldn't mind if she searches around, or do you?
Helen, you need to stop this. Haven't you ever learned that ignorance is bliss? Oh my God, no! Bingo!
A shaved ice machine?
Something that she would want to hide, but she would want to use often, and something that others would never open. Stop it! Put that box where it belongs. You're old enough to know what to do. I'm old enough to know that adultery isn't okay, and to do the right thing by revealing someone else's wrongdoing. Stop this! There it is. Oh no! And since she didn't even think that we would ever find this cell phone, the phone isn't even locked. Wait, that's an invasion of privacy. I don't care. Oh my God, this is bad.
What is it? What are you looking at?
I'll meet you in front of the hotel next Thursday.
All right, honey, love you.
These texts only make it obvious that she's been having an affair.
Really?
Oh my God. Oh, wow. Ew. Oh, there's even a video. Ugh. No. Oh, that's why I told you not to look.
Let me see.
Oh.
Oh my God!
No, I was just trying to help that young man.
Don't even think you're getting away with that excuse.
Oh my God. Now we know what happened. Dad, she was using your credit card to use your money to spend on this guy. Oh. Do you have anything else that you want to say to us?
We're breaking up.
What?
You deceived your family. You used our money to spend on a guy you're having an affair with, and you tried to blame everything on our daughter. And I'm taking this hidden cell phone with me so I can keep it as evidence against you.
Oh, please. You have to forgive me. I promise I'll never do this again.
Are you sure about that? You told this guy that you even wanted to break up with me to be with him after our daughter graduates college.
I just said those things out of impulse. So you dump your family like that out of an impulse, huh?
Do you really expect us to still act like we're your family after you deceived us like this? I'm going to make sure that you pay for all the money that you spent on this guy, and also a settlement for this divorce. You better be ready for this.
Oh no. Mom was kicked out of the house as soon as we discovered what she's done to her family. Dad made sure that she paid him a settlement for the divorce, along with all the money that she owed him for using his credit card without consent. I heard she went home to her parents' house. My grandparents were quite upset with what she's done. They paid my dad for everything she owed him, while they also made sure that she gets a job to pay back every penny that she owed them at that point. How did this ever end up happening? I have to pay back a total of $50,000. By the way, Dad made sure the guy who was having an affair with my mom also paid a settlement too. As for me, I've been studying hard to make sure I graduate on time. Since Dad is now by himself after what happened, I'm thinking about moving back home to live with him after I graduate college. Troublebusters!
if you have anything to say to me, why don't you get a job? You should be grateful for the fact that I've been feeding you.
But
We could break up if you don't do as I say.
understood. We're breaking up then. Doesn't Kevin realize that he only makes about $700 a month at this point?
Trouble Busters!
My name is Melanie. It's been a few months since I had my baby. I've been trying hard to be a good mother to my child, but there's something that's been bothering me recently. Kevin, are you off today again?
I am? You have a problem with that?
No, I don't. Oh.
Hey, you're being too loud.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I had to vacuum the house.
Not just the vacuum. You've been bothering me since this morning.
I'm sorry, but it's because you're...
What? Are you saying it's because I've been home lately? It's not like I want to be home like this every day.
That's not what I'm trying to say. I just thought you could help me out with some things around the house.
What? If you have anything to say to me, why don't you get a job? You should be grateful for the fact that I've been feeding you.
I understand, but...
We could break up if you don't do as I say.
What? Break up?
We might as well end this relationship.
Oh, that's not so funny, Kevin.
You think I'm kidding?
We just recently started our new lifestyle with our baby. We need to calm down.
Every time I talk to you, you make me furious rather than calm.
What did I ever do to make you hate me so much?
Don't you recall our conversation from just now? You've been making so much noise when I've been having a relaxing time here, and it hasn't been just an hour or two.
That's because...
It's not like you're doing much around the house. You should finish what you're doing in 10 minutes.
Kevin, you're misunderstanding something.
I don't want to hear any excuses. You keep trying to justify yourself. You might as well enter an excuse-making contest.
I would never want to enter a contest like that.
You don't even know how I feel. I wish I could switch spots with you.
Oh, Kevin. I'm sure Kevin has his own concerns, and it's my job to support him during difficult times like this. Kevin, can I ask you...
Oh my God!
Oh God, what's wrong?
Don't talk to me right now!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I made a mistake because you startled me. I was almost about to make a new record.
I'm sorry if I bothered you, but I wanted to talk to you about something important.
Something important?
Yes, it's regarding our expenses.
Expenses? I've been giving you money for that, right?
I checked our bank statement, but
You must have been spending too much.
I only spend on things that we need, and I figured out what was going on.
You get to stay home all day and do whatever you want with your husband's money. And look at you complaining about me.
Kevin, you have to listen to me.
What a pest. I'm such an unlucky man having a wife like you eating all my money away.
Oh my, is that how you've been seeing me?
If you don't want me to look at you like this, you better start looking for a job.
But, and Kevin continued to insult me every day.
Melanie, I think it ultimately comes down to no other choice. Here, I already signed the form on my end. We just need you to sign it at this point.
You're really being serious about this, huh?
I've always been serious.
Kevin, you were willing to overcome any challenges with me by your side when we first got married. How did this ever happen? I realized that there was no point in even trying to talk to him anymore. Fair enough. If this is what you want, I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! Understood. We're breaking up then.
You finally get it, huh? I'm happy we came down to an agreement.
This was how Kevin and I filed a divorce. He was acting so confidently, but I wondered, doesn't Kevin realize that he only makes about $700 a month at this point? Oh well, I guess it has nothing to do with me at this point. Who is this? Oh.
Hey! Hey, open the door!
I'm sorry, it seems like my natural reflex is working quite well today.
Stop joking around!
Kevin, what do you want from me?
What do I want from you? I know you did this to me!
What are you talking about?
I don't have water, gas, or electricity at my house. I got a payment reminder for my rent, too. I checked my bank account only to find out that I only had 85 cents in my account.
Kevin, does that mean you haven't been working after we broke up?
I was! I just haven't been working as much as I used to!
I'm sorry to ask, but do you realize how much you're making a month?
$700, right?
That's right, and that's only based on the very last time I ever saw what was coming into your bank account. And if you haven't been working much after you left me, it means that your income is still about the same. If you spend more than you make, you'll only lose money from your bank account.
But I know you took my money from my bank account!
Take your money? How would I do that?
You must have withdrawn my money from the account!
But I don't even know your PIN number. How am I supposed to withdraw any funds from your account?
But then, the last time I checked my bank account, I had a good amount of money in there. It's all gone all of a sudden. Something must have happened.
I know you've been gambling and playing games on your cell phone ever since you haven't been working as much as before. I'm sure you spend a lot on those things too.
I don't recall using too much for that stuff.
It's quite typical for a lot of people to not realize how much they end up spending on those things.
That's not your problem.
I believe you had to pay your taxes too.
What?
You made a lot last year, so I'm sure your tax rate was high too. With all those factors together, I'm sure you had to spend a lot of money.
I see, so this was your fault as I suspected.
What? How?
I never realized that my income was getting so low. If only you made me aware of it and also helped to save some money, none of this would have been happening right now.
I tried to talk to you so many times, but you were never willing to talk to me.
But even then, you were taking charge of our expenses. You were obligated to tell me.
You suggested we break up even before I could fulfill that obligation. How dare you say that? You made the decision that made us no longer husband and wife, and look where it's taken you.
That was just a small joke. Don't you get it?
How dare you?
Okay, so I'm gonna go get my stuff now.
Huh?
A lot has happened, but we're husband and wife. We should support each other during difficult times like this, right? I'm moving back in.
But you and I are no longer a married couple.
I told you that it was just a joke.
We already filed our divorce.
What? Really? Are you being serious?
I'm being dead serious.
How dare you do that?
If you don't want me filing our divorce, why did you even sign that form on your end to begin with?
But think about it. I know it's not easy for you to be living on your own like this too, right? Why don't we get back together so you can give yourself a break?
Even if what you're saying was true, I would never want to get back together with you again.
Is that because I haven't been working as much? Don't worry, I'll make sure I make this right.
That's not the point. Besides, I am getting childcare as a single mother, and I've been able to support myself too. I am planning on going back to work after my baby is a little older too.
Are you telling me that you don't need me to help you out?
More like you're concerned because you can't get my help, right?
Shut up! Why would I need your help?
I knew you've been looking down on me like this. At the end of the day, this is who you are. You don't deserve to tell me that you want us to get back together.
Damn it!
If you're so desperate, why don't you ask your parents to help you out?
My parents are strict when it comes to money.
That's too bad.
Oh, come on!
That's your problem.
Huh? Wait, hold on.
Is that all you have to tell me, Kevin? Now it's my turn. What's wrong with him? Why is he laughing? Kevin? I don't know what he's trying to do, but I am going to do whatever it takes to protect myself. Who is that? It's so early in the morning. Oh my God.
Huh. Long time no see, Melanie.
Oh, Jeffrey, Jennifer, why are you here? Kevin told us everything you've done to him. What? Wait, what are you even talking about? I know Kevin may have said a little more than he should have, but I believe a married couple should invest a little more time in talking to each other.
You even filed a divorce without talking to him.
I wanted to continue living with Melanie, but she kicked me out.
Okay, so it sounds like he twisted the whole story.
Melanie, I believe you should listen to my son a little more.
I guess you're his parents, after all. How dare you say that? And how dare you come knocking on my front door making a huge scene like this early in the morning? You haven't even been willing to listen to my side of the story at all.
You?
Besides, I even have a signature for your acknowledgement.
Oh,
I planned on talking to you about it the other day.
what's this?
Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You promised that you'd pay for the childcare, but you haven't paid a single penny yet.
Huh, that's just a piece of paper, right? You can't obligate me to...
This is a notarized deed. It has the power to make things legal.
You must have signed it on my behalf.
We have one too.
This is what I'm talking about. This one too. You've cheated on me and you've also been harassing me.
Do you have anything to say about these?
I see.
Melanie, if you want to keep this as seamless as possible, you better pay me a settlement for the divorce.
Don't you feel ashamed for asking money to someone you've been so proud to feed all this time?
Shut up. You can't change the subject.
Did you really think bringing your parents will solve this problem? Fair enough. Let me give you a wake-up call from the little dream world that you're in.
I'm being serious here.
First of all, about the text messages, why couldn't you invest a little more time and effort in faking it? Those bubbles are not aligned with each other, and they don't even have the red stamps.
I'm not very tech savvy, but are text messages usually like that?
Dad,
They usually look like this.
Oh, you're right.
And what I'm showing you is the actual text app. So there's no way I'm faking what I'm showing you. But what about what Kevin is showing you?
mine is,
Kevin, have you been lying to us?
I wasn't lying. I may have exaggerated a little, but
That's exactly what we call a lie.
she was really cheating on me. Here, look at this picture.
But if you're going to claim that this photo is real, why is it that you never brought it up before we filed our divorce?
What do you mean?
If you planned on asking me to pay a settlement over this affair, shouldn't you have brought it up upon discussing our divorce?
That's because you left me without even letting me talk to you about it.
Then why is it that you waited for a couple months before you decided to bring this up to me like this? I'm sure you took this photo after we broke up.
No, I took this picture before we broke up. Look at the date.
You can always fake those things. If you really want, you can even reach out to the wife of the man who's in this picture.
You look quite confident.
I mean, this cafe is owned by this person's wife.
What?
Who would ever have an affair at the cafe that one of their spouses owns?
What? Who the heck is this guy then?
He's my boss from the job that I used to work before I got married. I told him about my divorce and he wanted to talk to me about going back there to work again.
So, that was what you were talking about the other day?
Now that we made things clear regarding what you showed us here, I'm sure we all know that those were just false accusations.
God damn it!
Kevin, were you lying to us?
I wasn't lying. I was telling the truth.
Would anyone care to take a look at my evidence here?
Huh?
Pressing play.
You should be grateful for the fact that I've been feeding you. Oh my God!
There's more.
You don't even know how I feel. I wish I could switch spots with you. I don't mind breaking up with you any time, but you have no guts to break up with me.
Is this?
Kevin, you seemed happy when I agreed to break up with you, but to tell you the truth, I wasn't just sitting around sucking it up. I was making sure that I was collecting evidence from you.
Kevin, how dare you?
These were just a couple of notably terrible examples of what he said to me, but I have more. Melanie, would you mind letting us hear them? Sure.
No, there's no need for you to listen to any of that.
Kevin, do you have anything to say about this?
She forged this audio. She just copied and pasted some words to twist what I was saying, but the divorce was all her fault.
I wonder if you would still say that after seeing this photo.
Oh my God!
The more you keep going after this, the more I have for you. Kevin, how dare you have an affair?
Why is it that you never brought this up until now, huh? There's no point if you can't prove that this picture was from before we broke up.
I'm sure it'll be challenging to prove that you were cheating on me before we ever broke up. I had no idea back then.
See, you can't do anything about it.
But that woman in the picture is also married, right? I recently found out that her husband has hired a detective as he was suspecting that she was having an affair. They discovered that the two of you have been together for 6 months at this point.
I didn't even know that she was married.
Are you saying that you admit to cheating on me?
No, I mean...
Now that I think of it, I'm sure this is also one of the reasons why you were losing so much money. You said 6 months ago, right? That's right. It means that Kevin was seeing this lady while he was still married with me, which means that he was cheating on me.
Oh my God!
Jeffrey, Jennifer, I understand how you feel and that you want to trust your son about this, but this is the reality.
Don't let her fool you guys like this. Melanie is doing whatever it takes to...
Melanie, please let us apologize for being so rude to you until now. We had no idea.
I'm terribly sorry, Melanie. No worries, as long as you understand now.
But Mom, Dad...
You fool!
Now we know. You've been treating your wife terribly.
That's not true!
Say whatever you want. I have evidence to prove my point, unlike you. And I hope you're ready to take responsibility.
Responsibility?
You're going to pay a settlement to me for harassing me, for cheating on me. I'm sure it's going to sum up to around $30,000.
What? $30,000?
Sounds about right.
How does that even sound right? Melanie, you even know my financial situation too.
I do. You have no money in your bank account because you spent them all.
If you know how much trouble I'm already in, you should...
I don't care about any of that.
How dare you? You've always been acting like you were afraid of me all this time. Why are you acting so confidently all of a sudden?
You're right, I was afraid of you back then, but I realized that I need to become a stronger person so that I won't let people like you keep taking advantage of me.
You can charge me a settlement or whatever you want. I'm gonna make a lot of money again, just like I used to. And if you come back to me wanting to get back together, I'm gonna reject you.
Son, you better cut it out already.
It's not going to be as easy as you think.
Whatever.
The woman you've been having an affair with, she's Nathan's wife.
Nathan?
You would know him.
Yeah.
Who is Nathan? It's a very important business partner that Kevin works with. Even after Kevin's been struggling with his business, Nathan has been the one and only person who still hires Kevin's company for his business.
Nathan's last name is Morris, and Megan's last name is Eastwood. There's no way. Wait!
Megan has been telling you a fake last name. Her real last name is Morris.
You're kidding me. You can't threaten me like that.
It's up to you whether you're going to believe what I'm saying or not. You'll find out sooner or later.
You didn't tell them, did you?
I told you earlier that they were the ones who found out before I found out anything.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
How dare you do this to your business partner?
So we're going to be charging you plenty of settlement.
Wait, hold on. I'm in deeper trouble than I thought. Look, I won't even be asking us to get back together. All I ask from you is to keep this as peaceful as possible.
You're so selfish. I guess you can save that negotiation until the time you're at the court.
God damn it!
I made sure Kevin paid me a settlement for the affair that he was having, in addition to the childcare for my newborn baby. I was grateful to have his own parents witness what was happening because they made sure that their son did the right thing. Because Nathan had discovered that Kevin was having an affair with his wife, rumors had ended up spreading in his industry. Nathan had no work to do through his business at all, and he ended up getting a few part-time jobs to make sure he paid back the money he owed me and Nathan. Jeffrey and Jennifer were kind enough to agree to financially support me too, especially since I was taking care of their grandchild, and also because they wanted to express their deepest apology for the way they've accused me. There were a lot of things that happened, but I'm grateful that I was able to overcome each of those challenges because I feel like I'm a stronger person than I was before. I hope I can keep growing to become an even stronger person. Troublebusters!